All right, my Tree Trunks button seemed to really work there, raising Tree Trunks awareness because she is back. And it's wonderful. Okay, so this is Crystals Have Power. We have Jory in this one because she is also a huge Tree Trunks fan. High five.
Tree Trunks!
Yes.
Yeah.
Good to have her back.
now.
Yes, until she eats another crystal apple and blows up or something. Yeah, so this is episode where these actually now I'm trying to remember how it started out.
Remember?
Oh yeah, the crystal. Yeah, they got this pink crystal that has like her lipstick mark on there, and it turns out that's where she went when she ate the apple and blew up there. And so they what. Crystal Men. I remember that because it sounded a lot like crystal meth. I was wondering if that was intentional. I don't think it was. But so these crystal men come out, say they're good, and take Finn and go back in. And I love the voices for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
They actually remind me a lot of the henchmen from the Monarch's henchmen.
Yes.
Oh, from Venture Brothers.
Yeah, from Venture
Yeah.
Brothers. Yeah, I almost said Adventure Brothers. It's seeing the two shows.
That'd be an interesting mix.
Yeah, I know,
Finn
wouldn't
taking
it?
on the Monarch.
That'd be awesome. Somebody do that crossover, like cut the clips together of like
What are you doing?
yeah, like Jake and Finn like going after the Monarch. That'd be hilarious. They're both on Cartoon Network, right? This crossover has to happen, okay? They gotta make that happen. Okay, so so they go into this world and they're turning Finn into a crystal, and Jake decides he doesn't want to be violent anymore because he's just thinks back to his childhood and like his supposedly abusive, not abusive, but wants him to be abusive, but they finds out to bad people, so it's okay, and he fights back. And Finn's turned into a crystal, but then turns out that Tree Trunks was in this world and turned into their crystal queen, and they all just loved her for whatever reason.
We love you!
And then she just destroys them. I felt kind of bad for them, actually. It's like,
After you laughed.
no, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, they just come in for whatever reason, they're just totally in love with her, and then she's just like, and blows them up, and it's like,
She's sexy.
yeah, I
She's
guess,
very
yes.
sexy.
It's sexy Trunks.
God.
And they get the crystal apple out of her, and then she turns back to her, cute little tiny self, and they go home and they make an apple pie. And there's that great apple pie song at the end. Apple pies. I loved it. I thought at first I was really afraid because I thought they were gonna like just make her a villain and keep her a villain. I'm like, no, don't do that to Tree Trunks. But whatever, they get the apple out of her, she's fine. Like I said, the Crystal Men I think are really funny in this, and the way they slow down the voices and make them talk, it just really reminded me of Venture Brothers, and I had no problem with that because I love the henchmen of Venture Brothers, and yeah, I thought it was just really fun, really cool, and I like the colors too. I like sort of the particularly with the Crystal Men, like just the line work around it's not just black lines or sort of like they're colors that complement each other and stuff. So yeah, I loved it. How about you, Jory?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I love the whole Jake thing. What got me a lot was this, I'm going to do like my really soft touch, my very soft touch. God, stop it.
I love how he's just like, you freak.
He's trying desperately, and it's this funny, bizarre thing because it's like he goes back. Well, it starts because he ends up accidentally sitting on Finn when they were playing. Remember, they were playing Strongman or whatever.
Right,
and then he felt bad because Finn kind of got hurt, but not really. Finn did not cry for 30 minutes
Into his pillow.
into his pillow, and then he remembered that he hurt his brother somehow. They were boxing, and he hurt his brother, and his dad comes in and says, "You will hurt everybody. Just do it. Go, hurt everybody." So it's kind of like that kid, teenagery. No, fuck you, Dad. I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I'm not going to be who you say I'm going to be. And
well, especially because under that understanding, it seems like very violent and very mean. But then, of course, it's like, oh no, hurt bad people. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, the best part I think of that was, for me, was when the dad, right at the end, the dad was like, well, you never let me finish. Dad meant to say you're going to hurt all the bad people, but he didn't hear that part. He just, you never let me finish. You're going to hurt all the bad people. wow,
And
okay.
that's what kids do. Never let their parents finish.
They never do.
And
It's horrible.
well, and what I like it too is that like apparently first we find out that he has a brother that's still alive, which is interesting. I'm just like, oh, like how come he never goes visit or sees them or anything? But
are
apparently.
they, though?
He said, like, you know, when he's like, "How are you dead too?" He's like, "No, I'm just dreaming too." Oh, so I guess dreams sort of cross dream. I don't know, yeah, I'm wondering if he shows up in anything else. Yeah, how about you, Jason?
I'm not a fan of tree trunks.
You lie.
No, actually, I'm really not.
Really?
I
Freaking love tree trunks. How can you not love
She's
tree
the
trunks?
best.
She's so sexy
She is so sexy.
with her junk in the trunk.
well, we
And she
used
was
to-
so embarrassed.
What you also have to understand is we learned that someone has a prehensile penis. So maybe that's why he likes the whole trunk aspect and all that stuff.
Just think of the possibilities that could be done with it, man.
I'd rather not, ever.
But no, I've never been a huge fan of tree trunks. She's fine, but she reminds me of that annoying old relative that consistently just talks and does what they want.
But she's so nice, though, too.
But
And,
that's
like,
the
and
thing,
she makes
they're-
apple pie and stuff.
And they're allowed to get away with it because they're old and they say things so nicely.
Yeah, she's like the dementia grandma, the
I
Alzheimer's
don't
grandma.
like
It's like,
that.
oh, grandma, you're so crazy, but we love you.
Exactly my point.
Oh, we'll let them get away with it because they're nuts and they talk. No.
Let her
Yeah.
get away with what, really? She's
Because
just
it's
got
funny.
a really huge crush on Finn. First of all, in
Which
the
is
beginning-
really unhealthy. I mean, it's like, this is like,
Yeah, kind
this
of
is
like your
borderline
crush on-
pedophilia.
Like your crush on tree trunks.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's of age. I'm assuming. She sounds really older. The bestiality aspect doesn't enter into it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're more worried just age.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where it's wrong. But if an animal that's, especially if it's a animal of consent,
And she can say yes or no. So.
Yeah.
Dear
So-
PETA, I'm not part of this conversation. Please don't egg my house. Oh, wait, they wouldn't egg it.
Because that would be wasting eggs and that would be... Ooh.
exactly. Ooh.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
No, I liked the episode. It was a fun episode. The Crystal Guards were my favorite. Just the way that the one specifically kept responding to Jake and everything. Just go away. You're gonna hurt yourself. Like, he just didn't care. And then the two in the background are always on their phones doing that. Oh, sorry, yeah.
You have to keep reminding them like why they even kidnapped him to begin
Yeah.
with.
Are you evil? No, we're good. Oh, okay, that's me. Grab him.
I was gonna ask the actor who plays Finn, even now because I know the show is still going. Is he still playing Finn, or did they get another actor?
As far as I know, it's still him.
Because in this episode it sounds like his voice is starting to change a little bit.
Well,
Does
he's
it?
also
Well-
growing up.
No, I know. I'm saying, does it change all the way through, like, because the Earth season's got to be a few years later. I mean, does it does it get a lower voice, or is it still?
No,
You have
it
to keep
seems...
watching.
Actually, no, yeah, Jory's right.
You have to keep
Oh,
watching
that's
to
no
find
fun.
out. You're right. I'm not here for fun. God.
You do a good job.
Good.
Great.
Mission accomplished.
Anything else?
Hey.
I don't like tree trunks.
I like her.
I like
She
tree
cracks
trunks
me
too.
up.
You know, do these vlogs on your own. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sexy.
Come on, no, it's gonna do it on its own. It's gonna be right here. Yeah.
So, how you doing? Yeah.
Good. I thought we'd never get rid of her. Now let's talk about how much we hate her. Okay, so I really hate Tree Trunks. I think she's the worst character. She's just like, oh, I'm sexy and stuff like that. Especially when she does this.
It doesn't work anymore because that was not her. Plus, you know, it's a lot more like that.
Don't do that again.
Why not?
Because it's not her.